Guess what, y'all? It's day 8, and we got a new cook in the kitchen.
Oh.
Y'all hear her talk a lot. Once in a while, she'll run from the camera because some days she says she don't look too pretty. But to me, she's always pretty. Teresa's one of those natural pretty girls, which you want to just...
She's being very kind.
You know what I mean? So, Theresa, this is a cookie from Teresa's childhood that she and her mother cooked together. So the floor is yours, dear. I'll be your sous chef. I'll do whatever you need for me to do. Okay. So right now I'm going to shut up.
Okay. Well, we weren't really cooks in my household. I've learned how to cook over the last 5 years with Paula. But this is one recipe that my mom used to make with me. We found it, and I don't know if Eddie, you probably were around. I know Paula would have been. We used to have this event called Night in Old Savannah. And it was when I was little, and they would take a square in Savannah and shut it down for like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. And you had all different kinds of food from all over the world. And this was a recipe that someone did. I don't know what nationality it is, but they're called rosettes. And the fun thing about them is it's just a batter that you mix together. And then you have different molds, and you dip your batter into you dip your mold into your batter, and then you fry them, and they come out really, really cute, and they're really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get our batter made.
Fried donut, y'all.
Kind of like a fried donut, but really thin and kind of crispy. So Paula has helped me with the oil because I'm not really good with any of this, but we've got oil going.
Yes, and I put in my thermometer because, you know, we should be somewhere around 325 or 350 to fry these. So it's hard for me to look at that and say, oh, that looks like 350. I can't do that one. I can touch meat and tell you if it's done or not, but I ain't gonna touch that at all.
You know, I'm a precise person, so this makes me very happy.
You know, they say one of the tricks is, I like a thermometer, but they say you can use the handle of a wooden spoon.
Really?
And so you see that grease is not sticking. That oil is not there.
Okay.
So it's up to 200 right now. So will it hurt for your batter to sit?
Oh, no, not at all. And as what I was saying to Paula is, another thing that's great about this batter is you can make it. And then if you want to cook some now and then put it away and bring more out, you can do that as well. Some of these can be really big cookies. Some of them can be really small. It really depends on what your mold is.
You know, Theresa is all about gadgets. I don't care what you need in the kitchen. For her to say she's not a cook, she got every gadget known to man, y'all. And I
do have fun with gadgets.
Table, I said, what is this thing right here? Of course, this was unscrewed, didn't have anything on it. But you have to use a special kind of cookie.
Yes,
right?
You have to have a mold.
A mold.
And handles, and you can get them on Amazon. They're easy to find. But I'm just putting together 2 eggs and just whisking those, 2 tablespoons of sugar. And this recipe will be online. We just put a link with our videos, as you know. And you whisk all of that together. Then we've got a cup of milk. So you can see simple,
it's real thin,
simple.
Isn't it?
It's a very, very thin. I mean, it's just like almost like a pancake batter, to be honest.
Is this your salt?
That's my salt. And what now what this recipe does, you'll find all kinds of recipes. I'm not gonna lie. I just pulled one off of the website because they're all pretty much the same. But they tell you to take your sugar, to take your salt.
So you don't have the recipe that your mama, the actual recipe that your mama.
We did not have this. I mean, my mother was a.
You had every gadget to make it, though, didn't
she? Didn't. No, my mom wasn't a gadget person. I learned that later in life. But no, and it wasn't that we didn't cook. We had some standard like sandies and things like that. But my mom worked all day. And I talked a lot, and she really didn't want me in the kitchen.
Her mother was an RN.
Yes.
So
she wanted to, and it was important to her to cook.
She worked hard.
But she always, you know, she wanted the meal on the table, but she didn't want Theresa in the kitchen with her or the meal on the table.
My mother didn't either.
So what I've learned just through different things. And like I said, I've had a 5-year training school with Paula. I should do the Paula, what is that? Julia and Julia.
Yeah.
I should do Theresa and Paula.
Paula. And Paula.
Yeah, because I can't even tell you how much I've learned from this woman.
You have come such a long way.
And I actually am not embarrassed to cook for people anymore.
Of
so that's kind of
not.
I learned that the biggest thing I learned with Paula is that you can't be intimidated by the prep. Because I think people get so intimidated by the number of ingredients.
Yeah, I can beat while you sift if you want me to.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work or it doesn't taste good, throw it out. But don't give up. Don't give up. You keep on cooking. Give it to the dog. Go on to the next step.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not that good at that because I'm a precise.
I know. You, in other words, she's a perfectionist.
Well, and they've heard me. They know I get a little bossy because I'm like, you're not following the recipe.
Broomhilda.
I have a reputation to keep up.
All right, you're inching up to 300.
Okay. Well, let's take a break and let me get this not so lumpy because it takes just a minute to get it to where it needs to be.
Okay.
And we'll come back. So you can see I kind of gotten it down to, it's like a pancake consistency. And we're just going to add a little
thinner than pancake.
We're going to do a little bit of vanilla. Paula would say more. Now, one thing that's the beauty of this.
My cup runneth over when it comes to my vanilla, y'all.
Yes, it does. One of the nice things about this is you can cut this back. So this is actually a full recipe a full amount based on this recipe, but I really probably, with just it being the three of us, I could have cut this in half. But this recipe says it'll make about 40 cookies. I honestly think it depends on how big your molds are and what you're using.
It's not up to 350 yet.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to take another break and we'll be back when the temperature's at 350.
So it tells you to put your grease, your oil on medium high. And that's exactly what we have it on. Medium high.
And so what you do, just to get your mold ready, you dip your mold in, you just kind of tap off the excess, come over here, then you're just gonna, this is so simple. You just get it with your mold.
Yes. Oh, it's gonna be so thin, y'all. I feel like I'm at the fair.
I think it might be a little too hot.
Well, not according to the
directions. Because normally it will just separate.
I think you probably need to spray it versus.
I might need to.
Oh, how cute.
Let's see, what you can see is it'll come out and we're going to get this right and we'll be back.
We are playing around, testing and learning as we go, because this is a delicate little cookie.
Well, my mother's was passed away 13 years, so gosh only knows how long this has been.
Yeah, yeah.
But one thing a couple things we just learned.
Yeah. You know how you were putting it in there and the oil, don't do that. Spray it because that did not work.
No. And you don't want to go over the sides. You just want to dip your cookie batter. And then you want to go right in.
And we definitely turn down the heat, y'all. The temperature.
And look now.
Oh, so pretty.
There we go.
So pretty. Look at that Christmas tree.
There, yay! We're getting there.
Listen, Theresa and I ain't gonna give up.
No, we're not.
We ain't quitters, y'all.
The other thing is that your mold will get hot pretty fast. So you also want to let it cool just a tiny bit.
Yeah, because these are a little more batter.
These are a little more intense.
Look at that, y'all.
Labor.
Oh, how pretty is that? Way to go, Theresa.
I know. I'm pretty proud of myself now.
Uh-oh.
Look, I'm on a roll.
I know it. To me, they don't show up good on that platter. I need
flip.
I need.
You're my flipper.
I'm your flipper, honey. I'm flipping over you, Theresa.
Okay, so I'm gonna change out my mold because I want to do.
This is beautiful.
Well, this one, and I'll tell you what, you have to get your mold a little. I'm realizing too, Paula, one of the reasons it tells you is your mold really does need to be a little bit warm.
Yeah.
For it to pick it up.
Yeah.
For it to pick up the actual.
Okay.
Dough.
I'll keep.
Look at us. I'm not. Oh, did I get you? I'm sorry.
A little bit.
Well, I can do mine over here. Oh yeah, this should be. Yeah. See, you can hear that little bit of sizzle on the dough. And that's what holds it.
And this is great. Just keep your grease in a pot covered. And after your family has dinner, say, "Oh, I feel like a cookie."
And that's just it. You can just look at this. We got We could have gone.
You got 2 going on.
We could get. Look at that! I feel so proud.
I know.
I still gotta get Sandy.
I got to get that out, and I don't know if I can. See, I need to. It's hard to work with. It's hard to work with more than one in there.
Hold on.
It doesn't. You can probably pull that one. Gonna leave that in there just another second, but it really does work better if you don't overcrowd, because we're using a small saucepan.
And you could use bigger. I mean, like, again, we're not making these to have 3 dozen cookies. We're making these to be able to show you what we're doing.
Share a recipe with you.
And I'm gonna get my Santa Claus out and do the Santa Claus again.
Jesus said to share.
Yes, he did. And that is what Christmas is about.
Yes. I could eat like a dozen of these things. You don't even know you've eaten anything, Theresa.
I know, that's the thing.
Look at my snowflake.
And you know how
Theresa's snowflake.
And it's so funny because as I'm sitting here doing all of this, I'm remembering all these things with my mother of how we had to figure it out.
Wonderful.
It wasn't a scenario where they came out perfect, because now that I remember that they didn't.
Yes.
At all.
You know, but memories. This is the most incredible room, y'all, for y'all to make memories with your family. And I promise your children and your grandchildren will never forget the experiences they had. Not forget the recipe a little bit, but
we were trying to help you out with the oil. We're thinking probably around 200, 250 might be the highest, but it is important that you put your mold in so that it heats up, because it's the heat of the mold that pulls your...
Look at that beautiful Christmas tree. I love it.
And I want to see if...
All right, now I'm going to... Yeah, hear that sizzle?
That's what causes it to pick it up. And then what, like Paula says, you've got to put it down and hold it in for a few seconds. And then it pulls right off.
Yeah. It's registering now. Just...
right around 225.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really probably where you want to be, because this is, you don't want it to cook too fast.
Right.
And this is really the color they're supposed to be. They're just at that light brown.
So one side is kind of hollow. See, that's hollow. Eddie, can you see that? How it's hollow, and this side is not. So I've realized I think I like putting the powdered sugar on the puffy side rather than the empty side. I love that. Theresa, these are so pretty, and you can see as we went along
that we got better.
That we got the temperature right, because this recipe did not tell you the temperature of the oil. And that's very, very important. That's our Christmas tree.
So 250 on the oil.
250,
you do have to get the mold. You have to get the mold hot.
Well
Dap
seasoned.
it off, well seasoned. And then you can make your rosettes. And I hope y'all have as much fun, because I really had some great memories just doing this.
I know. And that's what it's all about.
It really is. It really is.
You know,
the trials and errors.
Yeah. And people that you've lost, they come back in your head, and not they ever leave.
No, but no, they're right there. I mean, like my mom was right there.
This one's a little brown, but it's still good.
You can't beat it.
So this is number 8.
This was number 8.
You know what?
Said Merry Christmas.
I'm going to see if she'll stick around and do another recipe with me that I just love on my table at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Wonderful.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And one last comment, y'all. Don't try to make these on a day where your patients are like,
yeah, you need a little bit of time for these.
Gotta have your patience, because when you get it worked out, you're gonna be addicted to these little pastries. Yum. Just make sure you have plenty of patience that day.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.